Once again, we're in our modifying objects.dwg file, and you can see I've left it in exactly the same state as it was at the end of the last video where we were working with the fillet and chamfer commands. What I'd like you to do is just go up to undo and just undo those chamfers and fillets that you created previously. What we're also going to do is we're going to go to our layer drop down in the layers panel on the home tab on the ribbon, and we're going to scroll down and find our points layer here. Click on the snowflake to thaw our points out so that they're visible. And then we're going to click on the points layer and make it the current drafting layer. Double click on the wheel to zoom extents, and you'll see your points have appeared over here again where we created our hot desking area. Now, bear in mind that we might need to divide or measure AutoCAD objects and place those points along them. Now, the good thing is we've already worked on our points style and created a points layer. We're going to zoom in on the archiving area that we've worked on previously here. And you can see we've got a wall here that we might want to divide and add some areas here. So we might want to add perhaps some chairs so that people can sit in the archiving area. Now, you'll notice the line goes all the way across. We're going to utilize one of our modify commands that we've used previously. We're going to expand the modify panel, click on the flyout and pin it open. And we're going to utilize break at point. Now, you'll remember when we worked with the boundary command, we extended this line upwards, didn't we, to the wall line. So just zoom in a bit and you can see that little line there that we've extended up to there. Yes. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to break this line at the end point of this line here, that one there. So you can see there's the grip. I've clicked on it. That's where we're going to apply the break, where that grip is. So just hit escape to deselect that line. And what we'll do, we'll go to break at point and we'll select the green wall line here. And then using our object snaps, we go to that endpoint snap there, click there, like so. That's all we've got to do. And then zoom back out a bit, because now that is just an individual line, like so. That's the line we want there. Okay, hit escape to deselect, and then just zoom in a little bit so that you can see what you're doing. Now, ideally, what we want to do is place some points there so that we can place some chairs along those points. So we can do this in two ways. What I'd like you to do is just unpin the modify panel, let that go back into the ribbon, and then go to the draw panel and pin that one open. We've got two tools here. We've got divide and we've also got measure. Now, the idea here is we can divide this particular wall into, say, 3 segments. So I go to divide and select the object to divide. There it is there. Number of segments 3, press enter, and it divides that line into 3 by adding 2 AutoCAD points on the points layer. That gives me 2 locations, 2 node snaps, where I can now place some chairs along the wall. That's great. They're equidistant. They're all spaced nice and equally. It might not be that I want that to be the case. What I might want to do is I might want to split that line differently by measuring along the wall and placing where the chairs go. So at the moment, these distances are equal because I've divided that line there into 3. I'm now going to undo that. And what I'm going to have a look at is the measure tool here. So there's measure, like so. Come into the drawing area here. Make sure you click on the object to measure at the end where you want to measure from. So if I go to the left-hand edge here like that, that now means that I'm measuring from the left-hand end. And what I need to do now is specify the length of the segment. Now, ideally, I want these chairs spaced roughly at 1250 each. So there's my 1250 distance. Press enter, and I now know from this end of the wall it's 1250 to there, and then it's of course 1250 to there. They almost look equidistant. So I'm going to reduce that to show the effect. So I'm going to undo what I've just done. I'm going to go back here now to measure again. Again, click on the left-hand end because I want to measure from the left-hand end there. And the length of segment this time 1000. Press enter. Can you see there now that it's measuring 1000, 1000, 1000? I've actually got room for 3 chairs if I want it. Now, I'm not too worried about that point there. So I'm going to click on it and I'm going to delete it because I want 2 chairs in here. One 1000 along there, another one 1000 along there. So if I now zoom out slightly, you can see I've got various chairs at various orientations here. So what I need is a chair at the orientation that I want to use it at. So I'm going to select this chair here, click on that grip for the chair, right click using grip editing and rotate, and the rotation angle will be 180, like so. So there's my chair. Now the benefit I've got is I can click on that grip, come in here like so, shift and right click. On your snap menu, you want to select node. So find node on the list, there it is, and snap to that node there. There's my chair against the wall. Hit escape a couple of times, zoom in, select the chair again, like so. Select the grip, and what we'll do is we'll do a right click, and using grip editing, we'll do a move, and then a right click again, copy, and just we want to do a shift and a right click for node again, and pop that there, enter to finish, and we've now placed 2 chairs nice and neatly. Hit escape to deselect any objects, and we now know that that one going from that endpoint of that line there is 1000, and then that one's spaced 1000 as well. So if we put some dimensions there, we could easily mark up 1000 and 1000 if we wanted to. But the trick there is what we've done is we've used measure along that particular line. We could have used divide, which would have divided it in an equidistant fashion, like I showed you previously at the beginning of the video as well.